Okay, guys. I have something very awesome. Oh my gosh. So, if you don't know, I did a video last Saturday talking about the Set 1 plushies from Pokemon Jakks Pacific for Gen 5 Black and White. It's a whole video. Go check it out. I actually really enjoyed doing this video. We have another one coming out later. I think we have two actually coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. However, that same day that the video went up, I got something really awesome that came in. I'm freaking out right now. I'm gonna be honest, seeing it. I've just been staring at it since I got it. If you're on Reddit, if you've seen me from Reddit, you've already seen this like a few days before. I'm gonna show it off real quick. Let me grab the box. Okay, so we have the box right here. As soon as I grabbed it, I was like, oh my god. I am so, okay, this is like going to be one of my actual plush grails. You know it's Unova month. I've been talking about it all month, so the fact that we have a Unova item that I've been like not really searching for, but that I found is perfect. I'm super excited about it. So without further ado, I'm just gonna grab it and we're gonna talk about it real quick. Alright, we're gonna talk about the Set 1 of Jakks Pacific, and oh my goodness. This looks amazing. If you can't see, all 6 of the plushies that I talked about last Saturday are in there, and most of them have tags. There's 2 that are missing tags, Sandile and Tepig. However, it's still a very cool find. Sandile himself is already very rare, so the fact that I found one in general is very cool, but in the future, maybe I'll go look for a tag, and then just having all these guys together for the first time in probably a decade for me, it's amazing. I didn't own Pidove and Sandile myself. However, the fact that I actually have them now, as well as some of the ones I actually started my collection of plush collecting, which, speaking of that, that's my original Snivy that is right here. We're going to compare the two later, but this is amazing. We're going to go through and I'm going to show them all off. So give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have the box right here that I actually want to talk about first. So I'm going to start pulling these guys out, which, oh my goodness. This is so cool, just having these guys all out of here. Oh my god, something that I already noticed about this Tepig, but I'm gonna wait until we get the Tepig. Oshawott, oh my god, a tagged Oshawott and Pidove. Okay, so first off, with the box, you can see it has a little bit of damage right here. However, I'm not complaining. I think, honestly, if I could like press it up like that, it might end up going back to the previous way it was kind of folded, which would be perfect. If not, I'm not going to complain too much though. Look at these good arts of Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. I'm going to be honest, I know this Snivy picture so much. However, these Oshawotts and Tepig, I don't know if I'm going to say they're newer to me. However, they do look like they're not as popular as that Snivy PNG image usually is, which, seeing a new Oshawott picture is always very nice to me. We get over here and they are mini plush, so I guess they were just referred to as mini plushies. However, I don't think that Jakks Pacific really had any like Pokemon plushies about that smaller size, or bigger size I should say. But yeah, and then on the back, same exact thing as well. We have ourselves the black and white halving is so nice. We have ourselves the images of everybody once again. Very adorable. I love that Oshawott art. Then we go to the side. Same thing, same exact thing. However, black and white for the halves. We got the old style Jakks Pacific logo from the early 2000s/2010. We have Zekrom and Reshiram, which is always really cool to see. And we have the Pokemon logo. And then if we go to the back, once again, it's just going to be repeating the stuff. I'm going to be honest, like I said. However, it is saying mini plush again. Very cool though. I'm super excited to have this in the collection, because if you don't know, I do have a few of these actually. I have one for the Corduroy and I have one from like just the regular Jazzbirds plushies, and as well as that, I recently got a Kirby one, but it's kind of all the way over there and I don't want to grab it, so just have to smile like chonk for later. But I do have a Kirby one that I actually got a few days ago whenever I did that big old thrift store haul from Target. But now having a black and white one, this is going to be the one that's going to be my favorite for sure. Even though it has some damage, right there. You can see some damage from it being old right there. However, I still think it's a very nice grail piece. Even though it's such a simple thing, like a little box you wouldn't think would be that crazy to have. However, it means the world to me that I finally have one of them in my collection. And honestly, I didn't know I wanted one, but now that I have it, I'm in love with it. It's so cool seeing all my OGs right here. But now we're gonna actually get to sharing and showing off the plushies. And I do want to start off with Snivy. We of course have Snivy's tail right here. Snivy is like the one that I see a lot more folding on just because of the way that it is. Whenever I got it, right here was kind of like folded inwards. However, no muscle mess up with that. The arms are kind of weird right now, so I'm trying to like fold them back. However, I do kind of like the sassy look that it kind of is giving off. Maybe in the past it kind of like had that anyway, which is really cool. The tail is kind of like folding in like that, which I'll try to fix it up, but if not, I'm not too worried about it. It's just going to be off for mainly showing in the box. However, it looks really nice. I see the Giga Chin is kind of coming in, however, it's not too crazy. But we also have ourselves the OG Snivy that I got a long time ago. Let's compare these two together. You can see just how different these two kind of look. Honestly, from starting off, this one seems to have a more puffed out chest rather than this one. Honestly, I kind of don't know how it does that. I think it just has to be from Jakks specific, being one of those brands where a lot of the plushies are going to be kind of different no matter what. They're not very good at like having the perfect plush no matter where you go through. So like say if they have Munas, all the Munas are going to look, one's going to look ball shaped, the other one's going to look like a tumor. That's all I'm going to say. But these two right here, from being whenever I first purchased one to where I purchased one now, you can see it's kind of different. The faces look very similar. However, this one has more of a pointed out nose, while this one has more of a curved, which is very, very cool. I'm going to be honest, this one looks more masculine, this one looks more feminine, which is that kind of works out. And then we have mine actually has the tan staying down, while this one kind of grabs on. The legs look a lot smaller, either they're a lot smaller or they're kind of pointed out differently, which also may just be the way that it was standing in there. Here is the tails. Tails don't look too different. This one seems to be a little bit easier, while this one kind of folds in. This one just falls down because it's a very flat, leafy tail. But a very nice difference in these plushies. Honestly, having these two plushies, but one of them be different, is just, honestly, it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. I enjoy that. I'm gonna be saying honestly a lot. I'm so sorry about that, guys. But these two guys are together. It's going to be the box one, and then my own personal ones are going to always be in the collection. However, it's nice to see two variations of the same plushie and just see how different they are. Weirdly enough, I have another one. I have a third one in my car. If I remember, I'll put it in the video, but honestly, I'll probably edit this video before I even go back to my car later tomorrow. But a very interesting difference in these two plushies. Next up, another one that we already have in the collection. We have ourselves the Oshawott, and thankfully this Oshawott does not have the weird nose where it's kind of to the side. It does have the feet kind of sticking out like that, and ooh, thank God the shell looks semi-normal. If you don't know, the shell is very, very weird with these plushies. Either you'll get like a perfect shell, or you're gonna get one of the worst shells ever. And luckily, I think we lucked out with these normal shells. Here we go with the tag. Very awesome. This is probably my favorite one to have with a tag because I love having Oshawotts, and I love having Oshawotts with tags. A lot of the ones that I have don't really have the tag, so seeing an Oshawott with a tag, especially from my OG, especially from the OG plushie collection that I started with, it's very nice. We have the smile. It's kind of messed up on the smile, not like a full little, but you know, it's whatever. Beggars cannot be choosers. Just happy to have one with a tag. And it's honestly a really nice plush. Fun fact, in my 3DS, I have a picture of the OG, like, original Oshawott that I ever had in my collection. Like, a picture of the 3DS, which I don't get why I took a picture of Oshawott. I guess from the beginning I knew Oshawott was going to be my favorite, which I guess works out. But yeah, we do have ourselves Oshawott. This one's also a lot, like, I want to say bulkier, but more like stuffed out than all the other ones. We of course have the beads, but the stuffing feels a lot harder, which I don't know why. It just does not feel as soft as other Jakks specific Oshawotts that I have, which again I have, counting the giveaway one, which I'll talk about later in the video. I think I have 1, 2, 3, I got 4. Okay, so I have 4 now after this guy. 1 will be giveaway, so 3 after the end of this month, but very nice to see. Next up, we have ourselves Tepig, and if you don't know, I also have Tepig in my collection. Sadly, he is missing his tag. I'm so sad about that, but we do still have our tush tag, and this tush tag is, ooh, nice and crisp. You usually see these guys faded out, but for this guy, very nice to see the full color and everything. 2011, baby. Very awesome to see. We have his little parts up here that don't really stay up, they go down, which I think all Tepig plushies do. the butt is attached. And what I've noticed compared to the other one is that this one does not seem to be in a like pouncing position. The other one was kind of like moved like this to where he was kind of getting ready to pounce. However, he right here looks a lot chubbier. This one looks very, very cute, I'll be honest. However, his back does look kind of weird with the like little pimple kind of tail on his back. But the face looks great. The face is really cute, actually. Look at that. He does look like he has a chubby neck though, which I can relate. I can relate right now, especially with me gaining weight. But he does look like a lot chubbier than the one that I talked about previously and that I showed off in the previous video. But I think a very nice Tepic Plush. Just, it kind of sucks that I couldn't get a tag for this Tepic. But I'm going to be honest, getting all of these guys together, still an incredible find. Alright, and we are moving on. We're moving on to plushies that I actually don't have in my collection yet. And even though I have this Pokemon, which you could actually see up there, I have ourselves the Jakks Pacific Muna, which I started with. So like I was saying, Muna is either going to look like this, a weird kind of shape, or it's going to be more ball shaped. However, for some reason, it looks like whenever they were sewing, a lot of them get this like rhino looking horn sticking out. And so it looks like more of a flat top, just whoosh, down right there, but still very nice. We have ourselves the flowers. They look great, honestly. I think the flowers might be the best part of this plush. It's nice to see no flowers really having deformities right here. They all look very similar to the Tomy one that we have over there, which I think is actually the best time to grab the Tomy and compare them. Obviously, Tomy is bigger. However, I do think they also both like equal out with the same quality of the flowers on there. I do like them. I do honestly think that Tomy maybe has the better one, but I think that might just because it's a little bit bigger, so a little bit nicer quality as compared to the small plushies that they have for Jakks Pacific, even though it's I think the only brand they did for plush size. But the flowers do look really nice, so you can see that. You can also see the eyes right here. The ones right here for the Tomy have more of a like a lashed up appearance, while these kind of look like, they kind of remind me of SpongeBob lashes, to be honest, where it's kind of like whoosh, whoosh, but still a very excellent plushie. And then you can't forget about this. The tag, of course, amazing plush quality with the tag. I got to treat this very, very safely. I do not want to ruin this beautiful plushie. But a very nice Muna plush in my opinion. My first Muna plush, and definitely the plush that got me in love with Muna as a Pokemon in Unova. Top 10 Unova Pokemon in my opinion. I do love myself some Muna. So having this version in my collection once again, it sits right at home with me. And then next up, we're going to talk about Hamburger the P-Dove.
What do you know? So P-Dove's a girl. Some lucky break.
So the reason I'm naming him Hamburger is because I put it on Reddit, and I've been talking to some people about this plush set because everybody seems very interested about knowing about this set because not too many knew about it. And one of the people just said, hold P-Dove like a hamburger softly. So I guess we have our name for P-Dove. He will now officially be Hamburger, which look at that. Very, very adorable. This plush is amazing quality in my opinion. First P-Dove plush I've ever had. I never got P-Dove, strangely enough, even though I'm pretty sure it's the more popular of the set, or at least the popular, I say popular. It's kind of like the Pancham of the set, which if you don't know, we have like a little inside joke with Pancham being everywhere in places. Like if you go to Target, you'll find a Pancham. If you go to a GameStop, you'll find a Pancham. Go literally anywhere. If you go to my house, you'll find a Pancham, which you actually will find a Pancham, but I only got one because I like Pancham, but not that much. But we do have ourselves P-Dove. Luckily enough, the nose right here isn't really going down like some of the other ones do. However, you can see it's kind of scrunched up. However, I think that just may be a malfunctioning error that we had, but still a very nice plushie. The sewing looks pretty nice. I think it's honestly really, really good. The felt little toes are also kind of weirdly placed. However, for it being like this, I do think we kind of lucked out with the P-Dove plush, I'll be honest. Compared to our Starly plush, this one's kind of better quality than a Starly. However, I don't think this plush has technically been loved. I'm pretty sure that Starly came from a home of another kid that probably had it in his collection. So having this guy, very, very nice. And then finally, the one that I have been super excited to show off, we have ourselves Sandile. Sandile, I think, is the rarest of the set. You rarely see any Sandile plushies, none less Jakks specific. I know you see Pokemon Center every so often. I do want to point out really quickly that the stuffing does not seem to be in his arm very well right here, so I might have to like kind of move some of the stuffing in there. He has a very awkward smile, which is very, very cute, but I like it, even though it's kind of awkward. Then snout is kind of weird. However, like I said, it might just be malfunctioning whenever it was made. The eyes look amazing. The stitching part right here looks great. The body altogether looks really, really nice. Crisp. We have the tush tag, but no regular tag, which I'm very, very sad about. So maybe in the future, if I can find a Sandile plush where we actually have the tag, that'd be awesome. But with him being so rare, I don't know if there's going to be too many plushies where they have the Sandile tag. So I'm just going to work out with it and just say Sandile right here is kind of perfect for the collection. But more or less, we do have the parts right here. I do love the pink right here. It's such a pretty color of pink. It goes great with this like darker gray / black. And all in all, a very nice Sandile plush. But that is the plushies, guys. So we're going to try to put them back in the box. We're going to figure out where we're going to put them. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later and we'll end it. So give me a second. I'm going to figure out where I want to put them. But honestly, I still have no idea. Thinking maybe right there. I'm thinking about moving some of this stuff out maybe and trying putting it right there, and hell, maybe I'll even put it right here. But from now on, I think we have a lot of space. I might put it right there as well, just for the future, but I'm kind of trying to figure out exactly where we're going to put it. If you have any ideas on where I could probably put this, please let me know. I would love to know. But from now on, I'm like, where? It's hard to figure out, but we'll figure it out later. Alright guys, so we have ourselves all these plushies right here. I don't know exactly what I'm going to put them or where I'm going to do with them, but I do thank you guys for watching. Like I said earlier, I'm like trying to figure out what place can fit there. I literally don't know. But again, I'm going to ask you guys again, which of your favorites in this set do you like the most? I personally, I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe go Tepig, Snivy, or Sandile. I think Sandile really stole the show. I'm going to be honest. That looks amazing. But he's going to probably be here in the future episodes. Probably going to be around right here maybe. I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. But a Holy Grail plush. The fact that it's all in the box is really, really cool. I'm going to have this guy forever. Maybe in the future I'll look for another box that's actually like not fully broken like that. However, I'm sure after a decade and a half almost, they're all going to look like that. But thank you guys for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Also, don't forget, also relating to Oshawott, we have an Oshawott that we are giving away. We actually have 2 Oshawotts we're giving away. If you want to win this one and the Jazzwares, make sure you get into the video. It's going to be in the link description. And we also have it if you want to check it on the channel. Just got to be a subscriber, comment, and like on that previous video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.